Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch. Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Welcome into this IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department and Ideal, Idaho's college savings program. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valley-wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Your Health Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. Well, this afternoon we come to you live from Declo High School, where the Grangeville Bulldogs, the number 8 seed, pay a visit to the overall number 1, the Declo Hornets. Glad to have you with us. My name is Scott Burton, and alongside me, my wingman, Will Kingsbury. And Will, we are smack dab in the middle of a gorgeous afternoon here in Declo. The mountains on the horizon. It is short sleeve weather here in November for some state football playoff action, and we've got number 1 versus number 8.
It's beautiful out here as we're having the meeting in center field right now. I mean, the weather is beautiful. There's clouds, there's mountains. It's more than you could ever ask for. These small town football teams and their locations it's beautiful.
Well, this particular game features, like I mentioned, the overall number 1 in Declo taking on the number 8 seed, the Grangeville Bulldogs. Now, Grangeville comes in with a record of 4-3, but, here is another one of those teams that is better than their record, because what we're finding with this whole Max Preps thing is that a lot of these teams, and we ran into one last night, and here's another one today in Grangeville, that they are subject to their schedule because they don't have the money to go out and schedule those opponents that are going to improve their ranking. And if you're coming from a weak conference, that's even worse. And so this particular Grangeville team, I mean, they have the number 8 next to them. They're better than a number 8. And talking to head coach Jeff Adams, he's kind of upset about the whole thing as well. And we had a nice conversation earlier about it. But he also understands, too, that he's got nothing to lose against this powerhouse Declo team. So you're going to see Grangeville come out fast. They're going to apply pressure, and they're going to be as aggressive as a football team can be. And those were his words. Now, meanwhile, for Declo, for them, they just have to do what they do. 9-0, averaging 41 points a game, giving up 15 points a game. Declo is Declo under head coach Josh Stewart.
And, when you look at both of these teams, there's no real outlier of the older team. Both these teams actually have a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores on their roster. Grangeville, there's only 7 or 8 seniors on their entire roster. And playing a team like Declo, the powerhouse, the improvement that's going to give your juniors coming up next year is going to be huge.
Well, we are set for kickoff. Declo will be kicking it off to Grangeville. And Declo, boy, we've got a muffed kick right out of the gate at the 23-yard line, and it looks like Grangeville fell on it. Declo will be in their all-black home jerseys, black pants, black helmets, black shirts, gray numbers, moving right to left in front of us. And Grangeville will be in their white shirts, dark blue pants, and white helmets, and they will move left to right in front of us. The opening kickoff bobbled, but recovered by Grangeville. They will have it opening possession here at Declo High School. Grangeville 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback is Goykoa, and we've got whistles before the snap.
Looks like there is going to be a false start on Declo right there as they got a little hyper zealous before that ball was snapped. And I must say, I am glad that this game is being played at 1 o'clock our time, for the sheer fact that those gray numbers on those black jerseys at night, may I say, are very hard to see. But
so
look,
5-yard penalty will push Grangeville back. And it will be first down and 15. Goikoa hands off. A little sweep that time to Munt, and there's no room for Munt to move as he is strung out and knocked out of bounds. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Second down.
And that was Brackenberry on that tackle right there as he hit him hard and he hit him fast and actually knocked him back a yard. So there's a loss on that play.
One receiver left, one receiver right for Goikoa. Play action, looks to pass over the middle, nowhere to go, flush to his right, now chucks it deep down the field, and there's nobody home. The closest man to it was a Declo defender, Hayden Thaxton, who tried to make the diving interception, couldn't quite catch up to it, and it's 3rd and long for Grangeville on the opening possession.
Big number 77, Renan Loper, was right there chasing after Grangeville's quarterback, making him rush, and he was a big reason that that play got disrupted so early. Declo's defensive line came out to play. They're moving their feet, they're hitting hard, and they're making sure that no one's getting by them.
So we got 2 receivers right, 1 left of Goikoa. In motion is Munt, and we've got a bobbled snap as Grangeville couldn't quite get the handle on the sweep, but it's recovered by Legaretta. A loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and long for Grangeville.
And it looks like they were going for a double reverse right there as Legaretta was going to be the 3rd leg in that. And just as he got it, didn't tuck it quite hard enough into his stomach and had it bounce off his chest pads.
Well, the opening possession for Grangeville nets a minus 10 yards, and the Bulldogs will be punting it away. This is Holes, who will stand right at his goal line, and a low bullet kick out across the 35. Declo lets it go, and it rolls all the way to midfield and finally down at the 49-yard line, where Declo will take over, 1st and 10.
And the ref right there almost got his head taken off by that ball, as that was a solid line drive straight to the head. Still, nonetheless, that was a solid 30-yard punt, 30+.
Well, when you kick it from your own goal line, there's so many things that could go wrong, short fields. But Declo now will have it first down from their own 49-yard line. Handoff, first man through. That is Bodie Brackenberry, the junior. And he picks up, we'll give him 3, 2nd down and 7. As we move into Grangeville territory, just underway here, opening quarter, 10 minutes to play. First period, Scott Burton, Will Kingsbury on IdahoSports.com. One receiver way out right for Declo, that is Thaxton. And we got a bunched up set, handoff right side, a little bit of room for Snedeker. Snedeker breaks a tackle. Snedeker inside the 30, and nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Declo.
And the blocking right there was absolutely phenomenal by the line, not even to mention Snedeker's running and his IQ in that moment, as he realized that if he gets to the outside, he only has one more person to beat. And the second that he hit it, he went straight upfield, cut a little move, and he's in for solid 6.
Well, you hit that one right on the head. It was the blocking on that right side of that offensive line that really opened a hole for Snedeker. And that is Ben Garrett at the right guard spot, along with Renan Loper. And now Declo will go for 2, and Grangeville blows that one up, but there is a penalty flag. We'll check the flag. We've got a face mask call against Grangeville.
And you had Clement right there as soon as he got in, and he was rushing the holder, actually. As he went to tackle him with the ball, one of his fingers slipped into that face mask.
Yeah, Will Gerard tried to make the pass, and as he had his face mask tugged on. And we'll do the two-point try again with Declo, a little bit closer this time from about the 1.5-yard line. Gerard out of the gun, but it's a direct snap to number 40, the fullback, Keston Coyle, and Coyle across the goal line. Two-point conversion is good. And with 9:42 to play here in the opening quarter, Declo strikes first. They lead it 8-0. Well, Les Schwab in Grangeville. Manager Jeremy Zimmerman and his crew are committed to getting you back on the road safely. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. Give them a call today at 208-983-1650 or stop by at 411 East Main Street. Les Schwab in Grangeville is a proud supporter of the Grangeville Bulldogs. And Syringa Hospital and Clinics is proud to share its home with the Grangeville Bulldogs. Our highest priority is keeping every student healthy and safe so they continue to shine athletically and academically. Syringa provides quality health care right at home, where Bulldogs have access to sports physicals, physical therapy, MRI, CT, X-ray scans, and much more. Check first with Syringa to get the quality care you need with people who care about your success. Call 208-983-1700. Syringa Hospital and Clinics, improving the health and well-being of our community. First and 10, Grangeville into Declo territory. And really on this drive, it's been the physicality of the Bulldogs and Cooper Poxleitner getting some work here as he's had a couple of impressive runs on this drive. And that one picked up about 7, 2nd and 3 upcoming for Grangeville. As the Bulldogs trying to answer here on their second possession of the ballgame. The first possession went absolutely nowhere, and this one looks a whole lot different. Goikoa to pass, and he's got nowhere to go. Nobody open. Good coverage in that secondary by Declo. And it will be third down and about 3 coming up now for Grangeville. Line of scrimmage, the Declo 41-yard line.
Number 13 for Declo, Gavin Rasmussen. Just absolutely amazing coverage as he played that exactly how he's been taught. Made sure that there was no way the Grangeville quarterback could get it to him.
In motion now is Munt, and a handoff straight ahead. Both arms wrapped around the football is Poxleitner. And Poxleitner needed 3, got 4, and that's a first down. Grangeville as the sticks move for the Bulldogs.
And Alex Romero on that tackle. Got right in there and wrapped him up.
First down, Bulldogs. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 8-0 is your score. Declo on top. And here we go, Poxleitner again. This time he is met in the backfield and dropped. A host of Declo Hornets back there. Finally making the tackle was Ben Girat, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's check the penalty. Face mask is the call against Declo.
So far, a decently clean game, at least, as this is only the second personal foul we've seen.
And they actually only gave a 5-yard variety on that face mask. So first down and 5 for Grangeville. Line of scrimmage, the 34 Declo. And we've got flags before the snap.
And Lagaretta right there just heard hike and went. Didn't wait for the ball to move. It happens.
False start is the call. And we will kind of sashay back and forth with these 2 5-yard penalties. So back to the original line of scrimmage. And it remains first down. First and 10, Grangeville from the 37-yard line of Declo. Out of the gun is Goikoa. Pass over the middle. He's got a man on a slant. That's Munt. Munt up ahead for 12 yards and another first down. A quick hitting pass as Munt was lined up in the slot on the right side. And Goikoa fired a bullet. And 12 yards later, Grangeville's got another first down, this time at the Declo 24.
Thaxton right there was the first one to get to him, but Munt had already done his damage. He had caught that ball on a quick slant and already gained 12.
Poxleitner, the lone setback, and he will get the call straight up the middle. Hesitation step, breaks one tackle, runs over another Declo Hornet, and another first down as Poxleitner just lowering the pads on this drive and running over Hornets. First and goal, Grangeville from the Declo 9. Tempo now for the Bulldogs as they try to get to the line quickly, and Declo takes a timeout. An impressive drive here by Grangeville, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll stay right here and visit some more of our local business partners. Syringa Hospital and Clinics is proud to share its home with the Grangeville Bulldogs. Our highest priority is keeping every student healthy and safe so they continue to shine athletically and academically. Syringa provides quality health care right at home, where Bulldogs have access to sports physicals, physical therapy, MRI, CT, X-ray scans, and so much more. Check first with Syringa to get the quality care you need with people who care about your success. Call 208-983-1700. Syringa Hospital and Clinics, improving the health and well-being of our community. And Advanced Welding and Steel, your local premier structural steel fabricators. AWS is looking for welders right here on the Camas Prairie. Excellent pay, top-end benefits, no traveling, controlled environment, and family-oriented. Contact us today, 208-983-7608, or visit us at AWSsteel.com. All right, back to the action now. 6:29 to go, opening quarter. Declo on top, 8-0, but Grangeville threatening on an impressive drive. First and goal from the 9. Handoff. Poxleitner again right side. Declo was waiting for him that time. Good defense by the Hornets. Making the tackle was big number 40.
Keston Coyle right there as he immediately dove in, got that solid ankle tackle, which coaches love to see. You get hold of one of their ankles, they can't move.
May have lost a yard on the play. It'll be second down and goal from the 10-yard line for Grangeville. Grangeville in their white visiting jerseys, moving left to right. They've got 3 receivers to the left. Poxleitner will take the handoff, turns the corner left side, and more Declo Hornets waiting for him at about the 7-yard line.
Right there is Gavin Rasmussen.
Rasmussen,
I apologize for that. But he figured out whoever gets lower usually wins that fight right there.
Well, you're absolutely right, and that's what Poxleitner's been doing on this drive. Is his pads have been getting lower and running over some Declo Hornets. It's been an impressive drive. So third down and goal now. From the 7-yard line is Grangeville. 2 receivers left. One right, pass to the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Legaretta, and now interesting decision. We're not sure exactly what Grangeville's got as far as a kicking game, but it is 4th and goal from the 7-yard line, and it looks like the offense remains on the field for this 4th and goal. And now it looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Grangeville. Well, we'll keep it here. Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union has been locally owned and operated in the local area for over 70 years. They have a full range of financial products to suit your every banking need. Their goal is to specialize in member services as they realize that they are in business because of you. Call them today at 208-983-1558 and let them serve you the hometown way. The Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Grangeville Athletics. Go Bulldogs, member NCUA. And Cash and Carry Foods in Grangeville has been family-owned and operated since 1978, providing a unique and family-friendly shopping experience. They have a large selection of fresh fruits and veggies, including locally grown produce when available. Their meats are fresh cut, and special orders are always welcome. Cash and Carry Foods also has the best deli, bakery, and frozen food section around. Come in and see for yourself at 222 East Main in Grangeville and check out their weekly ad at cashcarryfoods.com. All right, here we go. 5:24 to go, opening quarter. 4th and goal for Grangeville from the Declo 7. Out of the gun to pass. Swing pass right side. That's Munt. Munt trying to get to the end zone. He is stopped short by Declo on a spectacular tackle. And making that tackle was number 13. That was Gavin Rasmussen. And we've been calling his name a lot defensively on this drive. And a promising Grangeville drive ends inside the Declo 10. They turn it over on downs.
And that was just a beautifully played by Rasmussen as you saw him line up. And he lined up just away from the goal line, making sure that he wasn't behind it. In these plays, you see a lot of them lining up in the end zone, and that creates a way for the player to get in before getting hit.
So from the 6-yard line, Declo will take over. And on first down, they will hand it off first man through. That is number 26, Max Snedeker, and not a whole lot of room there, maybe a yard. As he gets it out to the 7-yard line, it'll be second down and 9. Clock continues to run here in the first quarter, under 5 minutes to go. Still 8-0 Declo. This is the second possession of the Hornets. Bunts formation now for the Hornets. And a man in motion, and he will take the handoff. Big hole right up the middle, and that is Rasmussen. And Rasmussen picks up 15 yards and a first down for Declo.
And Rasmussen was about to do it all right there. He got hit by 2 people at once, got sandwiched, spun out of it some magical way because he's a fairy apparently, and then kept on his feet.
Big gain for Rasmussen. And Declo out of the shadows of their own goalpost now, line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line. One receiver to the right, one to the left. And quick pass is shut down immediately as Gerard tried to throw a quick little screen, but Grangeville defensively had tremendous penetration and nowhere for Gerard to go. They get the sack, does Grangeville. Loss on the play, second down.
All right, I'm going to just list off a few of the names that were in there because I'm sure 90% of the defense was in on that sack. You had Lopper, you had Zollinger, you had, let's see, 34. You had Gerard. You could have just listed the entire line right there, and you probably would have got him.
Gerard under center, bunch formation again. A little misdirection. This time the handoff to Brackenberry, right side, and he gets about 3 yards before Grangeville rallies to the football.
All right, we're going to ignore the fact that I just said the defense as I was looking at Declo's roster. It's not important.
You're just a young fella.
If I slide you a 20, can I say I'm 12?
I don't even need to pretend that you're 12. You do a good job of that on your own.
Sweet.
Third down and 7 for Declo from the 23-yard line. Gerard under center. Again, bunch formation, misdirection. Handoff, Brackenberry. Brackenberry unable to turn the corner because right there making the tackle.
Ray Holes.
Was Ray Holes, the senior. And if Holes didn't bring him down, there was a lot of room for Brackenberry. And it's 4th and 2 for Declo on this drive. Line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line, their own 26. 4th down, and Declo will send out the punting unit.
And this is the reason I could never be a coach, because got to go for it. All right.
Brackenberry will handle the kicking duties for Declo. Good snap, and the kick is underway, and a good kick.
And a
and
beautiful
boy,
roll.
Great bounce. Holes is back to receive, and he couldn't quite catch up to it. And it takes a Declo bounce all the way down inside the 20-yard line to the 16. All right, Mathlete, what was that?
80? No, not 80. I don't know where that number came from. I apologize. There's a reason.
I'm gonna keep a tally here of how many times you say I apologize.
It's going to be a lot because, well, as you can see, I did not go to math college. I'm saying it's more than 10 yards.
It was a great kick. All right, here we go. Grangeville with a football, first down from their own 17-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 in the slot, man in motion, and flags before the snap. And a false start is the call.
False start against the Bulldog. Take it back 5 yards. Replay first down.
It was roughly 50-something yards. There you go.
You're still working on that.
I had to. It was going to annoy me if I didn't. .210 left in the first quarter here. Declo leading 8-0. Grangeville on their own 13-yard line.
All right. Okay, thanks for the cover. All right, first down and 15. And Goikoa on a little option play to his right loses 2 yards as Declo defensive pursuit was right on it.
That was number 57 for Declo. Dodge Edgar. Look at him, chasing him down and wrapping him up before he can go anywhere.
Second down and 16, 17 yards for Grangeville from about their own 10. Handoff, first man through, the hole closes quickly, maybe a couple of yards on the play. As again, it was Cooper Poxleitner. And Rainen Loper with the tackle for Declo. Third down and long as we approach a minute to go in the opening quarter. Gorgeous day. The sun is out. Sunglasses are on. I'm about ready to shed a layer. This is amazing. And more flags before the snap. False start again on Grangeville. Grangeville having a heck of a time with either the cadence of Goikoa or something's happening down there. But I do know that Grangeville wants to move quickly. They want to attack. And that might be speeding things up at the line of scrimmage to a point that they're not quite used to. I don't know, but whatever it is, Grangeville causing themselves some own problems with the false start penalties.
And when you try to speed up to match this Declo team, but once they get it figured out, this could work very well if they can up their tempo and catch Declo off guard.
Goikoa out of the gun in motion is Munt. Handoff to Poxleitner. Poxleitner breaks one tackle, gets out across the 15, and maybe back to the original line of scrimmage where it will be 4th down and 10.
And Thaxton will be credited with that tackle.
And Grangeville will be forced to kick this one away. Handling the kicking duties, Ray Holes, the senior, and Declo will send 2 men back to receive. For the Hornets, it's Hayden Thaxton and Max Snedeker.
They're just letting the clock run out on this play.
And we are not going to get this play off before the end of the first quarter, and that will do it for one here in Declo. Your score, Declo 8, Grangeville nothing. We'll be right back.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Welcome back to Declo High School. Scott Burton alongside Will Kingsbury. 8-0 is your score after one period of play. And as the teams switch ends of the field, this time it's going to be Grangeville kicking away. They will be moving right to left. And the punt is underway, straight up in the air. Does not look like there's going to be a return on this one. Takes a bounce over midfield and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's where Declo will have it, 1st and 10 on their next possession. The only scoring in this game so far was on that Declo first possession, second play from scrimmage, I believe, and it was a 49-yard run by Snedeker. 2-point conversion was good, 8-0, and that's where we stand. Grangeville had a drive come to a stop inside the Declo 10-yard line. And aside from that, it's really been just kind of a physical struggle, defensive battle so far. Declo with a football, bunch formation from their own 48-yard line. Little misdirection, crossbuck, big hole that time for number 23, Bodie Brackenberry. And luckily for Grangeville,
Legaretta
comes up with a big tackle. Yeah, that hole opened quickly, and Legaretta filled very quickly from the second level to hold Brackenberry to only 3 yards on the gain, or that could have been a whole lot worse. Line of scrimmage now, the Grangeville 49-yard line. Second down for Declo. Declo moving left to right directly in front of us. Bunch formation, wide receiver to the far left is Thaxton. He's the only one out in formation. Gerard under center, handoff. That's Brackenberry, left side, and he is wrapped up and thrown down by the guy we've been calling on the other side of the football, Poxleitner.
And that was beautiful. You saw, well, you didn't see, but what happened was he got quickly into the backfield and he dove at his feet. He caught his left ankle and just held on for dear life, and then he stood up with him. That was the funny part. He straight up stood up while holding his ankle and almost flipped him.
And that forces Declo into a 3rd and long situation. 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets from their own 49-yard line. This time it's going to be Gerard out of the gun. But direct snap, big hole right up the middle for Coyle. And Coyle gets the first down to the Grangeville 40-yard line.
And Holes. You know, he got the tackle, and he actually played that exactly how he should. He stayed home and made sure that he was not going to let him pass. And that's one of the only things that you can do when you're in that safety position and the line breaks.
Last line of defense, and you better be a good tackler. But a first down for Declo. From the Grangeville 40-yard line now. Out of the gun is Gerard. Flank to his left is Coyle. And Gerard keeps it himself, breaks out of one tackle. And there to wrap him up and bring him down is Holes on a very short gain, but that could have been a loss for Declo. But the athleticism of Will Gerard breaking a tackle in the backfield, able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the field, this time by Grangeville, 9:33 to go. Second quarter action, 8-0 Declo. We'll keep it here. We still have a lot of business partners we need to get to, including out of Declo, ATC Communications. ATC Communications is a family-owned internet and phone company that has served Idaho communities for over 90 years. They are proud supporters of their local schools and want to wish the Declo boys good luck at state. AMI Supply provides agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today at 208-678-4632 or stop in at 719 Overland Avenue in Burley. And are you looking for parts for your machinery or farm equipment in the Magic Valley? If so, your search will lead you to Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply in Burley. A knowledgeable staff with over 20 years of experience will help you find exactly what you need with parts always in stock and delivery or pickup options available. Stop in and visit Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply today at 1407 East Main Street or call 208-678-9398. Best of luck to the Declo boys. All right, second down now for Declo. 2nd and 7. Gerard working out of the gun. To his left in the backfield is Coyle. 3 receivers here to the short side of the field. Gerard looks to throw, steps up, quarterback drop, breaks one tackle. He's open in the second level and all the way down to the 25. Goes Gerard, and the sticks move again for Declo.
And Morgan got back there quick, and he was the first one to Gerard, but just couldn't quite bring him down until Holes once again.
Yeah, and when your free safety is making a lot of the tackles, that means Declo's getting to the second level. First down for the Hornets from the Grangeville 25. Declo on the march. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Direct snap, Coyle, big hole up the middle. And nearly broke that one to the house. Picks up about 10 yards. And another first down. They're getting some success with Keston Coyle lined up in the backfield with Will Gerard, and then the direct snap sends Coyle right up the middle, and he has had a ton of room to run so far.
And Holes right now going for a season-high amount of tackles, I think.
Not what you want out of your defensive backs, but he has saved a couple of possible touchdowns.
He's padding his stats. It's okay.
I'm sure he'd rather bat him another way. 2 receivers left, 2 right, same formation. Coyle to the left. Gerard to throw, hit as he's thrown, and it's picked off. Gerard was trying to throw it to the end zone, and he got hit right as he threw it. And coming up with the interception was Holes. And Grangeville defensively comes up with a huge stop as Holes picks it off right at the goal line.
And Holes is playing his job perfectly. He's dropping back, not letting anyone behind him, but then he's staying home until there's a designated receiver, and it is beautiful how he's playing it. If he had moved one way or another right there, that ball is being incomplete, and they get another shot at scoring.
Well, Grangeville now will have it from the Declo 10-yard line after the turnover. Goikoa out of the gun, handoff, first man through right up the middle. And that's going to be Poxleitner again. And he picks up about 3, second down and 7. Poxleitner getting a lot of work into that backfield. Didn't hear much from him on that first drive, but ever since then, he's been the guy carrying the mail for the Bulldogs.
On the drive where Grangeville almost scored, Poxleitner carried them throughout that entire thing.
Out of the gun, handoff, Poxleitner. Boy, right side, and he gets dumped right on his head in the backfield. Loss on the play. Getting in there, I believe, was number 14, Bodie Lom, and he had some help.
Carl Spencer is the one who, I apologize.
Again, jeez. See, that says Declo. That means that's their players.
I don't like you, Scott. You know that?
3rd down and 7 for Grangeville.
I quit.
To throw, pass complete. This is Munt. Munt fighting forwards, got the first down as he gets out close to the 25-yard line, and Grangeville picks up a much-needed first down.
And Ben Jarrett, he hit him the second that he could. Nice form tackle. Beautiful.
Execution by Grangeville on the first down, moves the line of scrimmage out to the 25. Spread formation, 1 receiver left and 3 right. On the run is Goikoa, and Goikoa throwing it up into traffic, and it falls to the turf, incomplete. There were more Declo Hornets than Grangeville Bulldogs near that one. It was intended for Carter Munt. And luckily for Grangeville, it hits the turf, incomplete.
And Thaxton almost got that one into his hands as he tried to do a little over-the-shoulder catch. Beautiful defense being played right now by both sides, as it has been a complete defensive battle.
It really has, and it's been kind of a surprise. We know that Declo has got this potent offense where they can just hang points on people, and we also know that Grangeville is a lot better than they appear, and they have shown that. In motion for Grangeville is Munt, and Munt trying to stretch the play to the right, and there is just nowhere for him to go.
And there were a few tacklers on that, mostly Lom. He was the main threat right there as he wrapped him up.
Third down and 11 after the loss on that play. Grangeville taking their time. They've already burned a couple of timeouts here in this first half. 5:45 to go. Clock is moving. Grangeville finally to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Goikoa to throw, steps up over the middle and fires incomplete, and a late flag comes flying in. It was just one of those plays that he was trying to hit over the middle, Thane Williams, and Thane Williams was pretty much sandwiched by a couple of Declo defenders, and the ball goes sailing well over Williams' head, one of those uncatchable ones. But Williams was hit before the ball got to him, and that's what the penalty is for, and an automatic first down for Grangeville via the penalty.
Right there you had Thaxton and Lom, as you said, sandwiching along with another Declo player, and one just came in right before he caught it and gave him a little love tap.
Trips right. Goikoa to throw. Out into the flat, complete. Nifty little move by Clement as he caught the little button hook, made a move, and picked up a few more yards. And gain of about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 upcoming. 5 minutes and change to go before the half.
And a joint tackle there by Coyle and Edgar. One went high, one went low.
2nd down and 3. Goikoa working out of the gun. Handoff. Poxleitner. Poxleitner breaks a tackle inside the 45 and another first down for Grangeville.
23 was the last one Poxleitner had to get through, and he just could not get through Brackenberry as he just held on for dear life.
Grangeville into Declo territory at the 44. 4.5 to go. 8-0 Declo. Grangeville on the move here. Out of the gun. Goikoa, handoff, Poxleitner. Poxleitner runs into a wall of Hornets. Led by number 57. And that's Dodge Edgar. And then he had a whole bunch of friends helping out.
Snedeker, Rasmussen. I mean, everybody was in there. No one wanted to be left out of that one.
Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11. Approaching 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Grangeville moving right to left directly in front of us. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Goikoa looks to his left to throw. Quick slant complete. Inside the 40 to the 38 to Clement. And a gain of just a couple on the play brings up 3rd down and 5.
Snedeker right there, knowing what was going to happen instantly and immediately hitting him the second that ball touched his hands, negating a bigger gain than there was.
Clock continues to run, 3.5. Grangeville trying to milk this possession because they certainly do not want to give the ball back to Declo in this half. Trying to move the sticks and keep a drive going. In motion is Munt. And the pass knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be number 57, Dodge Edgar, the big fellow, right at the defensive end spot. As Goikoa tried to hit that quick slant on the right side. But Edgar was having none of it, stood up from that DN spot and slapped it down.
The advantages of being tall.
And it's 4th down. From the 39 of Declo, 4th and 5, maybe a long 4, and Grangeville sends out the punting unit. They do not want to give Declo a short field. Holes gets the kick underway. It's not going to be returned. Rolls inside the 15, down at about the 14. 3:05 to go. And Declo will have the football again before the break, leading it 8-0.
That was a nice little roll that he got on that kick as it landed about the 18-19 and rolled all the way back to the 14. And now Declo has to deal with not the greatest field position that they can. They're at their own 14. They have to go the full length of the field in 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
So Declo now with the football, bunch formation. Gerard under center. Toss. Right side and a whole lot of room for Snedeker. And Snedeker finally drug down at the 35-yard line.
Legaretta with the point-saving tackle right there at the very edge.
You know, you got to credit this offensive line for Declo as they are really opening some holes for these running backs. Evidenced right there by the run from Snedeker. Same formation. Gerard under center, a little misdirection. This time it's Brackenberry. Brackenberry with a whole lot of room left side. Across midfield, inside the 40 and run out of bounds at the Grangeville 45-yard line.
Kobe Beach making a last-ditch dive right there to stop him, and he barely caught him by the shoelace.
When they run that bunch formation and they get that little, what we used to call cross-buck action, it is really messing up the defense of Grangeville at the moment because there was so much room for Brackenberry on that left side that he had all day to run. And for Grangeville, luckily, they were able to track him down. 2:26 to play before the break, and now Declo is on the move. Line of scrimmage, the Grangeville 37. And whistles before the snap. I think we're going to get Grangeville this time. Or excuse me, Declo this time with a false start, and that's what the call is, 5 yards backwards for Declo.
That is the most prominent call that we've had this entire game as both teams they've had issues with waiting for that ball to move.
And we've seen her share of false start penalties. Girard back under center, handoff. This time second man through, bounces to the outside, and that is going to be Coyle. And Coyle, gain of about 15, not enough for that first down though. He's going to be just shy by about a yard. Second down and 1 coming up for Declo, as the line of scrimmage now moves to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes, clock moving. Here in the second quarter, Declo trying to add to that 8-0 lead. And they've got it 2nd and 1. Play action. On the run is Girard. Girard to the back of the end zone, and it's thrown out of bounds. It was just one of those plays. He was looking for Rasmussen, but everybody ran out of real estate on that right side, and it goes incomplete, out of bounds. Clock stops, 1:39, and it's 3rd down and 1.
And right there, he was getting pressured so much by this Grangeville defense, he had to try to throw it along this right sideline, and one of the best defenders in football is the sideline.
Absolutely. 3rd down and a yard. Coyle and Snedeker in the backfield, and this time Girard will just call his own number and get the first down. Clock stops as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage now the 25 of Grangeville. Girard bobbles the snap, and then I think he was able to pick it up and fall on it and save the possession, and he did. And a quick timeout taken by Declo. I believe that's their 2nd timeout. And the clock will stop at 1:22 to play here in the first half. Lee's Furniture and Floors and More has one of the largest selections of furniture and floor coverings in the Magic Valley, always in stock and ready for same-day delivery. Whether you're decorating your new home, updating your current home, or shopping for that special someone, Lee's is the place to shop for all of your flooring and furniture needs. Visit their store at 459 Overland in Burley for the harvest sale going on right now. 40% off all furniture and mattresses. Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More is a proud supporter of all local athletes. Well, the winner of this game will move on to play the winner of the Nampa Christian Melba game, which happened last night.
Well, you got a 50-50 shot.
I do. I can tell you who that is.
All right, 1:22 left in this half. Declo leading 8-0. And beautifully fought defensive battle right now.
That really is, and it's kind of one of those games, too, that we're a little bit surprised that the score is what it is. But give credit to Grangeville, especially defensively. Now, this is Coyle. Coyle, boy, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Excellent pursuit by Grangeville, and I believe that was Carl Spencer making the tackle for Grangeville. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10. A minute to go. Clock is moving. Toss. Snedeker hit and dropped in the backfield. What a tackle by Legaretta, who just shot in from the linebacker position and shut that one down in a hurry.
Legaretta he's decided he doesn't want him to score in this half. Spencer and Legaretta have been 2 very prominent defensive players on this Grangeville team. We've seen it throughout this entire game as they have been dominating the defensive scene.
Well, and now the clock is running down. It's 4th down. And so what Declo wants to do is just run the clock down and maybe take one shot at the end zone, Hail Mary type situation, but you can't give Grangeville the football back, even if they are, 70 yards away. It doesn't matter. So Declo's going to burn a timeout with 17 seconds to go before the half, and they will be facing 4th down and long when they return. So, this Grangeville team, you got to be really impressed with what they've done so far, just because, people tend to associate the number of seed to the quality of team, and that is not what this Grangeville team is. We knew it coming in. Their coach knows it, their fans know it, and their players know it. And right now, Declo is getting to know it, because this is a really physical, aggressive Grangeville team that's giving the overall number one everything they can handle.
And we're seeing this from, in my opinion, strongly from their defense.
Oh,
I
no
mean,
question.
Holes being amazing, Legoretta, Spencer, all of them making big hits and making Declo understand why they're here.
Absolutely. So when Declo snaps this football, there will be 17 seconds to go on fourth down. Trips left for Declo. One receiver to the right, out of the gun, Gerard. He will look to throw, looks to his left, over the middle, and it's incomplete, knocked down by Holes, who's there. And with 12.9 on the clock, that will give the ball back to Grangeville. And again, defensively, the Bulldogs shut down a Declo drive when Declo took over with 3 minutes and change to go. And a couple of big plays, but that Bulldog defense tightens up and forces the turnover on downs.
And Declo will be receiving the ball after halftime.
And that's why that 2-for-1 is so important, because if Declo could have punched it in and gone up like 16-0 and then get the second half kickoff punch, that is a huge deal. And that is how big of a stop that was for the Grangeville defense. And now we're going to have a penalty before the snap, and it's an illegal substitution against Grangeville.
Looks to be an illegal shift is the call on the play. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
So they'll back him up 5.
That was 12 players.
Well, an illegal sub
Yeah.
is, you know, the call for that one too. And so they are going to take a knee, Grangeville does. They are going to be happy going into the locker room just down 8-0. And that will bring us to the break. We're going to step away and be right back with the halftime show right after this.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
Go. Yeah, let's go. All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I loved it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow!
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa!
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
Idaho Sports Nation, Ideal, Idaho's education savings program, is a proud partner of IdahoSports.com and an ideal way to save for college. Did you know it only takes $25 to start an Ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? There is no better time than today to start saving for college expenses for you or for a loved one. Information and a full disclosure statement, including risks, terms, and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Go save for college and go Idaho student athletes.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text StartMyQuit to 36072.
Dear Detour, you asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome to the Idaho Launch Halftime Show. Did you know current Idaho high school seniors are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money? Apply today. Idaho Launch, support in every direction. Well, we are at halftime here at Declo High School. The number one seed, the overall number one in 2A football, the Declo Hornets, getting all they can handle from Grangeville, who comes in with a record of 4-3 and the number 8 seed. And if you would have told me that this was going to be the score at halftime, I would have thought you were crazy, because this one had a Declo route written all over it if you just look at the seats, right? Well, we talked about this multiple times during the first half. This is a really physical and good Grangeville football team. And they are showing that on the road at Declo. And, you know, the Hornets, you know, they get some drives going, and they've been able to move the football. But when it came right down to it, defensively, Grangeville tightened up, forced the Hornets to turn it over on downs a couple of times, and kept them out of the end zone. The only score was Declo's second play from scrimmage in that first quarter at the 9:42 mark. It was a 49-yard run by Snedeker, and the two-point conversion was good, 8-0, and that is right where we stand, 8-0 at the half. 5 minutes until we resume action, and Well, you got to be impressed with the way that Grangeville has battled in that first half.
Oh, absolutely. And I just kind of marked off some of the names that I'm going to read. Ray Holes playing free safety, doing absolutely, he's playing his job perfectly to perfection. He got an interception that stopped the Declo Hornets on the 7-yard line. You have Legaretta always in the backfield, always making tackles, always doing those big hits. Munt, once again, he's making big hits all the time, and he is constantly in that backfield. Spencer playing outside linebacker, doing his job with perfection as no one is getting around him. All of these singular jobs are creating what we're seeing right now as the Grangeville defense is it's a complete defensive battle with Declo. On Declo's side, you got Gerard, you have Brackenberry, Snedeker, Elton, Edgar especially. We've said Edgar's name quite a bit now. All of that, you're seeing these two teams defensively completely brawl it out. Those linemen are in the trenches right now, fighting.
Yeah, it's been a really good football game and a lot closer than, what we thought it would be. And here we are at halftime, 3 minutes to go before. We'll take a break right now and be back with a little bit more of the halftime show, brought to you by Idaho Launch right after this.
Aww. Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with Poison Ivy. Great photo, though.
That's Poison Ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Back here at Declo High School, 90 seconds to go before we resume action. The winner of this game will advance to the state semifinals and play Melba, who beat Nampa Christian last night, 37-21. Melba, the number 5 seed, Nampa Christian, the number 4 seed. They will await the winner of this game between number 1 Declo and number 8 Grangeville. Meanwhile, the rest of the bracket for the state semifinals is set. It'll be North Fremont taking on Westside. Number 2 North Fremont, number 3 Westside. The North Fremont Huskies beat Bear Lake 54-6 on Thursday, and then last night it was Westside all over Aberdeen 34-8 to set up that semifinal matchup. And we just have this game to go until the bracket is complete in the 2A. Well, that's going to do it here for the halftime show because we are getting close to action. Thanks for watching the Idaho Launch Halftime Show. And did you know current Idaho high school seniors are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money? Apply today. Idaho Launch, support in every direction. We'll step away, be right back for the second half after this.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
Go. Yeah, let's go. You got it. All the way, all the way. Good. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with Poison Ivy. Great photo, though.
That's Poison Ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Welcome back to Declo High School. Scott Burton alongside Will Kingsbury in an elongated halftime as we got time put on the board, I think 2 different times. And I think we are finally getting ready for some action here. It will be Grangeville kicking off to Declo to start the second half. Grangeville, again, in their white helmets, white shirts, dark blue pants, and they will move right to left on us, in front of us. And before we could even tee up the football, a flag is thrown against Grangeville.
Delay.
Well, and I think it was coming out of the locker room when they did. We were sitting here trying to gauge when the second half was going to begin, and both teams were a little bit late getting out, but then Grangeville never came out, even when the clock struck zeros twice. And so they are going to penalize Grangeville for coming out of the locker room a little bit too late, marching 5 yards back, and they will kick it away from the 25 instead. Meanwhile, Declo in their all-black uniforms will move left to right in front of us. And we are underway here in the second half. The kick will be returned by Snedeker. Snedeker out across the 40 to the 45 to the 47, and that's where Declo will take over.
And Terry Ite getting down there real quick to make that tackle as he wrapped him up from the back and got him down before he could get more. Going to be starting on their own 47-ish yard line.
So good field position for Declo to start the second half, just underway here. A gorgeous, day in Declo, Idaho. I mean, I've got just a little sports sweatshirt on, and I am sweating right now. I gotta shed a layer. It is really shorts weather here in Declo. Gerard under center. A fumble on the snap, or on the handoff. Snedeker and Gerard couldn't get it together, but Snedeker fell on the football as it took a very fortuitous bounce and right back into the arms of Snedeker. And even with all of that, they were able to gain a yard, 2nd and 9.
Right there, they got super lucky with how that ball bounced, like you said, as that ball could have bounced to anywhere.
One receiver to the far side on the right. Gerard, a handoff. That is Coyle. Coyle nowhere. Hit and drop for a loss of 3. And who else? It's one of the 3 that you're talking about. I think it was Clement that made the tackle.
Clement right there got in, pushed his guy to the ground, and then caused Snedeker to trip over him.
3rd down and 13 for Declo. The line of scrimmage, their own 45-yard line. The opening drive here in the second half. 10.5 minutes to play here in the third. And Declo will send 3 receivers to the left. That's the short side of the field. 1 here to the near side. And the quick pass tipped at the line of scrimmage and then caught by Declo, but nowhere to go as Rasmussen caught the tip ball and was tackled immediately. 4th and 10 upcoming for Declo.
Poxleitner right there just saw where it was going, got to him quick, and now they got a fourth and long situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 47, back to the original line of scrimmage. And, you know, fortunate for Declo on that, it wasn't tipped and picked off. Declo will keep the offense on the field, same formation as before. And a quick kick backfires. Gerard was going to quick kick it, but ran right into Keston Coyle. And I think he kicked Coyle instead of the football. And with that, Grangeville falls on it, and it will be Bulldog football at the Declo 47.
It's kind of a mishap there is the blocker didn't get far enough in front of him. He ended up getting a kick in the backside as a result.
Boy, a break for Grangeville.
1st and 10 on the opposing 46. And just beautifully defensively played there by Grangeville, 4 and out.
So let's see what the Bulldogs do. On the handoff, right side is Munt, and Munt able to manage a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8, line of scrimmage, the 45 of Declo.
And right there, Declo number 23, Brackenberry, one of the ones that we've talked about once again as a defensive presence, got that tackle. Quick snap. And deflected beautifully.
Yeah, Goyka dropped back to pass and tried to hit the quick slant on the left side, but standing there was Joey Gerard to knock it down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Grangeville.
Just an absolutely beautiful defensive play right there is Gerard. Shot straight through the gap and jumped as he threw it and got a nice little deflection.
Big 3rd down for Grangeville after the miscue by Declo. The pass swung out, and it is complete for a 1st down to Poxleitner, who came out of the backfield on the swing pass left side and gets inside the 35 and picks up the 1st down.
And Gerard right there got a nice hit. Got him down before he could get more, as he had a lot of open field ahead of him.
Goyka working out of the shotgun. He's got 1 receiver to the far right, and that's Munt. He's got Clement split out to the left. Poxleitner, the lone setback in the backfield. This will be Poxleitner. Stutter step at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Wrapped up by just about everybody from Declo, led by Ben Girat, number 59, and it will be 2nd down.
got the ball on the handoff there, and there wasn't a lot he could do as the Declo line had just kind of blown up the O-line.
Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11 from the Declo 35-yard line. 8 minutes and change to go here in the 3rd. Pass complete, right side, Munt. Munt inside the 30 to the 32. Short of the 1st down. And Grangeville will have it 3rd down and 4.
It seems like a gain of about 7 right there. Nice little hitch route.
So 2 receivers to the left. Swing pass out. That's Munt again. And he hurdles one Declo defender before being tackled. And you cannot do that in high school. Unfortunately, you see it on TV all the time. High school does not allow it. And so I think that's what the penalty is going to be. It was a little hitch route to Carter Munt. And as the defender came up to tackle him, Munt hopped over him. And as soon as he landed, the second wave was there for Declo. So not much happening on the play, and the officials are going to wave it off. Much to the chagrin of the Declo coaching staff, as they know that's not in the rule books as far as able to hurdle people, but the officials saw something a little bit different. And with that completion, it will bring up 4th down and a yard.
As I have been told with the hurdling rule, if they are in active motion towards your knees or ankles and you just happen to go over them, it's not a foul.
4th down and a yard. The pass complete. 1st down. That is going to be Carter Munt, and what a gutsy play call on 4th and 1 as they split Carter Munt way out to the right, and Goikoa just stepped back and flung it out to the flat. And a 1st down to the 20-yard line.
And we've seen that flat work twice in a row as Bodie Lom for Declo is kind of sitting back on it.
Goikoa to pass again, has all kinds of time over the middle, overshoots his man in the end zone. He was looking for Thane Williams, who may have had a step. Pretty good defense in the secondary from Declo.
Thaxton was the one who was covering, just a couple steps behind him. But that throw, just a little too much power on it. And just sailed right over into the end zone.
Second down and 10. Goikoa out of the gun. Poxleitner to his left. Poxleitner will get the football, but we will stop the play. Penalty marker before the snap.
And right there, 5 for Grangeville. Moont just happened to, as he went in motion right there, got the right foot just a little across that line.
False start is the call against Grangeville. That has been a problem for the Bulldogs today. So that will push the line of scrimmage back to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 15 here.
We are under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Scott Burton alongside Will Kingsbury on IdahoSports.com. 2nd and 15. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Poxleitner in the backfield. Goikoa to throw, under duress, just heaves it up, and it's nearly caught. A little contact down there. Munt unable to come up with it as he was bumped. I believe that was Rasmussen in coverage.
That was Thaxton.
Thaxton and Rasmussen were both back there. Thaxton got there a little bit before the football. No penalty. And it will be 3rd and 15.
For those of you who don't know, if you are in the current act of going after the ball and you accidentally hit the intended receiver, if it is clear you are going for the ball, there is no penalty.
3rd down and 15 for Grangeville from the 25 of Declo. Goikoa takes the snap, play action. Going deep, left side, and there is just nothing happening there. He was looking for Clement, but well covered by Declo.
And right there, number 13 for Declo.
That's Rasmussen.
And just beautiful coverage on that as he kept up with him that entire time and was able to block him from getting there.
Well, Clement just couldn't get by him. Rasmussen wouldn't let him over the top, and that play had no chance. And it's 4th down and 15 from the Declo 25-yard line. And this is kind of what we've seen both teams do, drive the field and then stall out. Goikoa rolling to his right, fires back across the field. This one's going to be incomplete. Into double coverage, looking for Clement again, but there's Rasmussen one more time defensively, and the Bulldogs turn it over on downs.
And Rasmussen actually playing that super smart. He saw that he could have been able to catch that ball in the back of the end zone, but he let it drop for better field position for his offense.
Heady play by Rasmussen, and that will give Declo the football. 1st down from their own 25-yard line. Leading it 8-0, 6:39 to go, 3rd quarter action. Declo will send one receiver out to the right in the form of Thaxton. Gerard, handoff. Little misdirection that time, and breaking tackles and into the secondary. It's Snedeker trying to track him down inside the 20. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Declo. 75-yard touchdown run, and a little breathing room now for the Declo Hornets.
That was number 23, Brackenberry. Look at that with a beautiful run. 75 yards to the house.
What a huge run for Declo and Brackberry. And I tell you what, the offensive line made it happen. A couple of broken tackles and then the speed. And now they will send on the kicking unit. And the kick is up and good. Kicking for Declo is Snedeker. And that thing, boy, that thing was booted pretty well.
That was a nice kick.
Well, nice to know they have that in their arsenal. And with that extra point, 6:14 to go here in the 3rd. Declo gets a little breathing room. They now lead it 15-0 over Grangeville. We'll be right back.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Welcome back, IdahoSports.com. Quarterfinal action between Declo and Grangeville, 15-0 is your score. After the long touchdown run gives the Hornets a little bit of breathing room in a game that was really tightly contested, still is. And now Declo will kick it off to Grangeville. Grangeville, they've been able to move the football, but they just have not been able to do anything once they get to the red zone or anywhere close to it. Little pooch kick, and that's going to roll out of bounds. And so Grangeville will have the football 1st and 10 with 6:14 to play.
Just a little pooch that started rolling towards out of bounds, and it was a smart play by Grangeville right there to let it go out. As instead of diving on it or something and getting put down at the 30, they got an extra 5 yards.
So from the 35, Grangeville now in a situation where they have got to find some points. Being down one score is one thing. You're one play out of it. Well, now they're down 2 scores. And that creates a whole different set of circumstances. So now Grangeville going to have to get a little bit more aggressive offensively because they've got to get something on the board. Here they are, 1st down and 10. Little fly sweep to Munt. Munt trying to pick his way through traffic, breaks a tackle across midfield. Tough running by Munt as he gets brought down near the 41-yard line of Declo, and we've got a flag coming in on the tackle. Let's check the penalty. But tough running by Carter Munt, the senior.
I don't know what this could be.
Well, they're walking backwards is Grangeville.
So I'm going to take a educated guess and say it's going to be a hold.
A hold or a block in the back is generally the call here. It's a block in the back against Grangeville. But it will result in a first down because it is point of infraction. And so the only bad thing for Grangeville on that play is they lose about 10, 15 yards on the run, but they do have a first down from their own 47. Poxleitner in the backfield. He will get the call. Big hole, right side. Poxleitner into the secondary to the 35-yard line. Big run for Grangeville. Gain of 17 yards and another first down.
And a nasty cut by him in midfield and making defenders fall left and right. Got him another 10, 15 yards. What a beautiful run by Poxleitner.
Quickly to the line is Grangeville playing a little tempo. Here comes Munt in motion. Poxleitner, right side, same play, different result because waiting for Poxleitner were 3 Declo Hornets. Tackle for loss, second down.
And I'm trying to read the numbers as it seems at least one of them is going to be number 57. Dodge Edgar, who we've said a lot along, with
Edgar was there, yeah, and Snedeker was there as well. Second down and 12. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And we've got a whistle stopping play at the moment. And it looks like we have an official's timeout.
Equipment.
As they pull Devin Morgan out of the ball game and send in a replacement. Equipment problem. And we will get the replacement done and get right back to the action. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Second down and 12. Goykoa to throw. Looks to his left and into the flat, complete to Williams, who's hit and dropped after a short gain. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a couple of yards on the play. 3rd and 10.
And Snedeker barely got him with his fingers, and if he hadn't, that would have easily been a first down and some yardage.
Grangeville quickly to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Poxleitner in the backfield. This will be Goykoa rolling to his right. Steps, plants, fires down the field. Lots of contact. The ball falls to the turf, incomplete. Looking for Carter Munt. He was double covered by Declo. And just some incidental contact. And it will be 4th down and 10. And here we go again. And we've seen this all day long. A drive from Grangeville, stall out after what appears to be some momentum, and then all of a sudden, here we go. We saw him lose a drive, turn it over on downs inside the Declo 10 in that first half, and we have seen him do it a couple of times the rest of the way, and here they are faced with a 4th and 10 from the Declo 35. Goykoa to pass over the middle, incomplete, and what a defensive play by Declo as diving across and knocking it down was Hayden Thaxton, and had he not done that, that could have been 6 for Grangeville.
And you saw he left his feet fully, probably went about 6 feet flying Superman style, tipped the ball with his fingertips, and now got his team a turnover.
Simple seam route, yeah, simple seam route right up the middle to Williams. And a fantastic defensive play by Thaxton, and Grangeville turns it over on downs again. Now it's going to be Declo football. Misdirection, handoff. That's going to be Coyle, and he's out to the 40, gain of 5. Oh.
And the Grangeville defense, their O-line, is kind of getting bullied right now as the past 5 or 6 plays in a row we've seen them break down with Declo being able to shoot right up the middle.
Second down and 5 from their own 40. Declo leading 15-0. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Bunch formation for Declo. Gerard under center. Handoff. First man through. Snedeker. Snedeker stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe able to manage a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Hornets.
And right there, number 66, which I do. Wimmer on the JV side playing up on varsity. Okay, it's in the one name in the wrong order right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bruzas.
Yeah, Bo Bruzas makes the tackle. 3rd down and 4 for Declo. Same formation. Gerard under center. Hand off. 2nd man through, and he's not going to get it. That is Coyle had the handoff, but he was met immediately by a couple of Bulldogs led by Forsman. And it will be 4th and a long 2, maybe 3 now for Declo.
They must have heard what I said about their line being bullied. They wanted to show that they're still here.
Well, this is a huge down for that line right now because 4th down, and Declo's decided to kick it away. They send out the punting unit. And so now finally, Holes drops back to receive, and the punt is blocked! Getting in there and blocking the punt was Munt. Scooped up by Clement, and he's brought down inside the 10. There are no flags, and 1st and goal coming for Grangeville.
That was an absolutely beautiful block by Munt as he ran straight in there, got by the defenders, and dove to block it. And Clement having the heads-up play to pick it up and start running.
And that's the break that Grangeville needed. With 2:19 to go in the 3rd, trailing at 15-0, they will have it 1st and goal from the Declo 10.
And right here, if Grangeville can start picking up a little momentum, there is still a lot of time left in this game. They're only down by 2 scores.
To the line comes Grangeville. Goykoa out of the gun, flanked to his left is Poxleitner. Munt in motion. A double reverse, and that one is going to go nowhere. A loss on the plays. Eventually taking the ball was Legaretta, and he's run out of bounds at the 11.
And Snedeker played that beautifully as he sat right outside that defensive end and just waited. He waited for that ball to come back around to him, and he made it to where they actually lost a couple yards on that play.
2nd down and goal from the 11. Goykoa looks to his right to throw. Nobody home. Scrambles out to his right. Fires to the end zone. He had a man open and overshot him. He was looking for Williams, who was walking the back line of that end zone, and the ball just sailed just over his fingertips. Incomplete. 3rd and goal.
And the coaches are wanting that one back. As we've seen them in this same position before, turn it over.
It was a tough throw to make for Goykoa, but one that Grangeville needs to have because they've got to have something on this drive. After the block kick, the block punt, they've got it 3rd down and 11 from the Declo 11-yard line. 3rd and goal. Goykoa rolls to his right, looks back across the grain, fires across the grain, he's got a man! Touchdown, Thane Williams! And finally, Grangeville has put something on the board.
And they got some of those Declo players not looking in the right direction as he was sitting alone by that nearest left pylon. And finally, they have some points on the board trying to build a little momentum. Looks like they're going for 2 here.
Goykoa flushed out of the pocket to his right, to the end zone, he's got it. That is Munt, and that was huge, and I'll tell you why, because had they failed, it still would have been a 2-score game, would have been 15-6. But now it's 15-8, and a whole new ball game with 1:35 to go before the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to step away, be right back. This is IdahoSports.com.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
1:35 to go, 3rd quarter. Scott Burton, Will Kingsbury, and we've got a ball game here in Declo. 15-8. The Hornets with the lead. Grangeville capitalizing on a blocked punt and they're right back in it.
And this turned into a brawl that we did not expect today.
And the kick will be taken at the 20, and a big hole on the return. This is Rasmussen, who finally gets drugged down at the 42, but man, what a giant lane for Rasmussen, and good field position now for Declo.
And Rasmussen blocked by his own player there from probably scoring Will Siemens, as Will Siemens got up with his head down as Rasmussen was running full speed into him.
Well, this becomes a chance for Declo to answer.
And if you're Grangeville right now, you are hoping that you can get this stop and keep your momentum going on the offensive side.
First down, Declo. Here we go from the 42. Handoff, second man through. That is Brackenberry, and Brackenberry nearly broke another one ahead for 15 yards and a first down to the 27 of Grangeville.
And Goikoa right there was the one who had to stop him. Playing the, looks like outside linebacker, or yeah, corner position.
Handoff again. Brackenberry cuts it back. Brackenberry to the 10-yard line, but we've got a flag in the backfield. Hold everything. Illegal shift against Declo is the call. Take the run away. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Declo.
The best play in football you can do is the 12-man play, but it only works if you don't get caught.
And that's going to result in really 22 yards of real estate for Declo. They would have had it first and goal from the 10, but now it's going to be first and 15 from the 32. A break for Grangeville as we are under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Declo with the football and a 7-point lead.
Got some catchy songs going on below us.
Two receivers to the left. Again, multiple backs in the formation for Gerard, who's under center. Gerard to throw, looks over the middle, nowhere to go, fires it deep down the field, left side. Did he make the catch? Oh my! That is Gavin Rasmussen, who's been everywhere. He was covered like a blanket and somehow in traffic comes down with the football at the 1-yard line.
And he caught that over the head of Poxleitner.
Poxleitner did everything he could. He had the coverage, but Rasmussen goes right over the top of him, makes the grab, and it's first and goal for Declo from the 1. And straight up the middle, Gerard, touchdown. Boy, there's the answer you're looking for from Declo. With 5 seconds to go here in the third, that one set up by the fantastic catch by Rasmussen. And Declo again with a little bit of breathing room.
Score is now 21-8. 5.3 seconds left in the third.
And now the extra point. Low snap, handled well, and that one is blocked. And with 5 seconds to go in the third, Declo tacks on 6 more. 21-8 is your score. We will keep it right here as we visit some sponsor love. And we begin with Les Schwab in Grangeville. Les Schwab in Grangeville. And manager Jeremy Zimmerman and his crew are committed to getting you back on the road safely. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. Give them a call today, 208-983-1650, or stop by at 411 East Main Street. Les Schwab in Grangeville is a proud supporter of the Grangeville Bulldogs. And Syringa Hospitals and Clinics. Syringa Hospital and Clinics is proud to share its home with the Grangeville Bulldogs. Our highest priority is keeping every student healthy and safe so they can continue to shine athletically and academically. Syringa provides quality health care right at home, where Bulldogs have access to sports physicals, physical therapy, MRI, CT, X-ray, scans, and so much more. Check first with Syringa to get the quality care you need with people who care about your success. Call 208-983-1700. Syringa Hospital and Clinics, improving the health and well-being of our community.
Sorry for tapping you right there. You had a big old hornet on you, man.
It's warm enough for the, well, where are we? We're in Declo. What do you expect?
There's a reason they're called the Hornets.
There we go. All right, the kick is going to be fielded by Grangeville, and out to the 30 goes Sickles. Oh, we've got flags all over the place now and pushing. And I looked away, Will, as soon as the play ended, and I looked up to Declo pushing everybody, Grangeville pushing everybody, flags flying. What did you see?
What you saw was number 4, Legaretta, get into a little talking match over there with, it looked like, Snedeker. Snedeker along with number 14 for Declo, Lom.
Now the officials are standing at the 40, still talking about what to call here. And here comes the decision. Unsportsmanlike against Declo, unsportsmanlike against Grangeville. Those penalties are going to wipe each other out.
So nothing happens. There's booing, clapping.
And they're still trying to figure it all out. Both teams have gathered at their sidelines and are now starting to take their place on the field, but still waiting for the line of scrimmage, because that's going to give everybody some time to think about what to do here as the quarter has come to an end in a confusing conclusion to the third quarter.
It's like a parent. You know what? It's the end of the quarter. You sit back and think about what you guys did.
Well, and we're going to take a break and think about what we're doing as well. This is IdahoSports.com. We'll be back for the fourth and final period after this.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 360.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I loved it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Back here at Declo High School for the fourth and final period in a game where Declo is trying to pull away, but Grangeville just won't let them. It's 21-8. And as we pick up the action here in the fourth quarter, we switch sides. It'll be Declo in their all-black home jerseys, defensively moving right to left, and Grangeville with the football on offense in their road whites moving left to right in front of us in your mind's eye. Again, gorgeous day here in Declo. We sit up top the press box, and gladly so, as we are a little bit toasty up here. Imagine if we were tucked away inside of a booth. Can't say that very often in November, but today is gorgeous. All right, let's see what Grangeville has for an answer. 3 receivers in the formation. Goikoa back to pass. Flush to his left, floats it up, and it's caught in traffic by Munt, his go-to guy, gain of 9. And a risky play, but boy, what a grab by Munt.
And it got him 9 yards, and it's moving them down the field. That is the most important thing to them right now, is trying to get down this field as fast as possible.
And that's exactly what it is. They have got to score quickly. They're down 2 scores, 21-8. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Poxleitner the lone setback. Munt in motion. Poxleitner gets the call. Right side, bounces out, cuts it back in, up the middle, has the first down to the 45-yard line. And the sticks will move for Grangeville.
And right there, Tatum Wasmuth for Grangeville kind of did a necessary block to get that first down. You can never give enough credit to the lineman, the one in the trenches.
Absolutely. So first down for Grangeville. Pro set formation, receiver left, receiver right. Goikoa rolls to his right, looking down the field, and then just chucks it up for Monton traffic, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. And that was, boy, a risky throw in a whole bunch of traffic.
Brackenberry right there, almost
Brackenberry is the one that knocked it away for Declo. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Grangeville from their own 45-yard line.
Right now, still just a defensive battle.
Same formation for Grangeville. Goikoa to throw, pumps once, over the middle. He's got his man Clunt down to the 40, first down. Flag comes flying in. Clunt finally goes down. Let's check the penalty, as that one came in from the defensive secondary.
And I almost want to say it might be a chop block.
I'm going to bet it's a defensive hold. Holding against Declo. Declined, and it will be a first down for Grangeville at the Declo 39-yard line.
Thought I was going to sneeze.
Oh, gotcha.
It happens.
Well, it does on a gorgeous spring day like today.
It's not like it's November. It's fine. I feel like go frolicking in the
frolicking in the meadow.
Oh yeah.
First down from the 39. Poxleitner hit in the backfield and dropped. Firing in from the linebacker position was number 59, Ben Jarrett.
And we've been saying his name quite a bit during this game, as he is being a vital part of this Declo defense.
Boy, the perfect defensive run blitz called by Declo. Jarrett fires in and makes the tackle for loss. The TFL losing 4. 2nd and 14, 10 minutes to go here, 4th and final period.
Grangeville trying to battle. They need 2 scores to come back in this game.
And a flag before the snap, and we are going to get a false start again against Grangeville. That has just been something that has plagued them all game long.
They're trying to speed up their tempo, trying to get it faster, trying to catch Declo off guard, but it's catching their own guys off guard.
Yeah, we've seen that be a problem all game long, and you just can't get behind the sticks as much as Grangeville has been and continue to be efficient offensively. Trips left. Goikoa rolls to his left, now flushed out of the pocket. Flag into the backfield. Goikoa still trying to find somebody down the field, overshoots his man, it's intercepted. Picked up by Declo. With the football is Thaxton. Hayden Thaxton with a big interception, returns it inside the 40 of Grangeville. Let's check the penalty.
I believe it is going to be a hold.
It is in the area of offensive holding, but we will see. This is a huge penalty, as there are multiple flags on the field.
And it looks like they are going to be talking to Grangeville.
Let's check it out. There was still no indication. But if this is against Declo, it saves the possession for Grangeville. If this is against Grangeville, the turnover could be deadly for the Bulldogs. And here's the call. Holding Grangeville is declined. Block in the back against Declo on the return, and Declo will have the football. So 2 penalties, one before the interception, one after. And Thaxton's interception will steal the possession and make things that much more difficult for Grangeville moving forward. 9:02 to go in the 4th, 21-8 Declo. And they will have it from their own 41-yard line after the interception, 1st and 10.
Thaxton putting in the work this game.
Handoff, Brackenberry, hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Spun around at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, maybe a yard. Second down.
Making the tackle for Grangeville, Bo Bruzas. Maybe a yard gain, 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run, more importantly, approaching 8.5 to play. Grangeville needs the football.
This very well could be one of the most important drives in the game.
Absolutely. Gerard under center. Handoff, Boyle breaks a tackle out across the 45 to the 48. And so Coyle stops shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3 for Declo.
And Grangeville playing great defense right now as they have been all night. They just need a couple more stops and they have a chance once again to fire back.
A couple of big downs for Grangeville. They need a stop here. You can see defensively they're all bunched right at the line of scrimmage. Gerard under center. Hard count, trying to get Grangeville to jump. They don't take the bait. Handoff. And that's going to go to number 23. That's going to go Brackenberry again, and he's going to be stopped. Boy, looks about a yard short of the first down. So 4th down coming for Declo.
Grangeville needing this big stop right here.
Grangeville needs this stop. Just like you said, Will, 7 minutes to play. Clock is moving. 4th and 1 for Declo from the Grangeville 49. Here we go. Bunch formation for Declo. Defensively, everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. Gerard keeps it himself, sneaks forward, and appears to have the first down.
And right there, that was a great play call by Declo as the entire O-line immediately almost dropped to the ground while blocking. And he just kind of glided across the top of them to get that first down.
Yeah, fresh set of downs now for Declo at the Grangeville 46. 6.5 to play. Time not on the side of the Bulldogs at the moment. They need the football.
Declo taking their sweet time getting on the ball. 6:24 left in the game.
And Gerard. Handoff and a little misdirection to Coyle. And Coyle, with a big run, picks up 11 yards and another first down.
And Holes right there, the free safety, once again, is having to come up and make that tackle.
Under 6 to go. First down, Declo from the 35 of Grangeville. Grangeville has got to stand up the runner and try to rip that ball out of there. They need 2 scores. Out of the gun, direct snap, Coyle. Inside the 30, he goes to the 29. Pickup of, we'll give him 5. Second down now coming for Declo, and this is just one of those drives they would like to just run the clock out on, because a long, lengthy drive, moving the stick, staying ahead of the chains is really what Declo needs. Even if they can milk it down to about 2 minutes before anything happens, it's still a 2-score game. And so this drive for Declo could close the door on Grangeville. Little misdirection. Gerard out of the pocket, running to his right. Stutter stepping inside the 20 and run out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Another first down for Declo.
And just a good run right there as he hit the outside, went up, got the first down and some. The only thing he might wish he could have done differently is stay in bounds to let him run some more time off that clock.
Well, you know what? And Will Gerard, the quarterback, lost his helmet, and that means he has to come out for one play. 4:37, clock is stopped at the moment. First down from the Grangeville 12. Silcock, the new quarterback. Handoff. And Coyle runs right into the arms of Carter Munt. Gain of a couple. To the 10-yard line we go, second down.
.420 left in this game.
And the clock continues to run.
It's been a defensive battle, but Grangeville's offense hasn't been able to really get anything going.
Gerard back in at quarterback for Declo. Snedeker in the backfield behind him. Handoff. This is going to be Rasmussen. Rasmussen to the end zone. Touchdown! Exclamation point.
And that very well could be the nail in the coffin.
At the 3:47 mark of the fourth quarter. A 10-yard run by Rasmussen. And that should do it for Grangeville. As Declo will line up and go for two this time. Gerard out of the gun, handoff Coyle to the end zone, got it. Big day for Coyle. And it's 29-8 with 3:47 to go. And I tell you, no matter what the score ends up, this was a good ball game, and the score does not indicate really how close this thing was throughout.
Grangeville, they would string together good offensive runs, but every single time between about the 35 and the 15 is where they got stopped maybe 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah, they did. They moved the ball very well in between the 30s, but the closer they got to the red zone, things would just stall out for them, and they didn't help themselves with multiple false start penalties that put them behind the sticks in second and long, third and long. But defensively, they gave Declo everything that they could handle and helped really control this high-octane offense of the Declo Hornets. And with 3:47 to go, Grangeville is going to need a whole lot of help. I mean, stranger things have happened, but right now it's desperation mode for Grangeville as they will receive the kickoff from Declo. A little pooch. Fair catch called by Grangeville. Thane Williams makes the catch. And while we're doing that, let's say hello to Advanced Welding and Steel, your local premier structural steel fabricators. AWS is looking for welders right here on the Camas Prairie. Excellent pay, top-end benefits, no traveling, controlled environment, and family-oriented. Contact us today at 208-983-7608 or visit us at awssteel.com. All right, let's see what Grangeville does. They have got to throw their foot on the gas and score quickly. Goikoa going deep. He's got a man down the sidelines. This could be a touchdown. It is, and boy, what an answer from Grangeville on the first play. Goikoa, Carter Munt got loose down the right side, and it's a touchdown.
Grangeville not giving up that easily. Now 29-14.
Wow. That kind of, I mean, it kind of shut everybody up for just a second. 3:36 to go as everybody's trying to kind of do some math here. It's 29-14. Grangeville with that quick strike has got a little bit of life left now. They still have got a ton of work ahead of them, but it's a little bit better. Goikoa going for two. Flushed out of the pocket. To his right, nowhere to go, and down he goes. There is a flag right on the goal line. Snedeker and Edgar make the tackle, but let's check the penalty, as it appears to be in the defensive secondary.
They need 15 points. That is 2 touchdowns, but they need it.
And they're waving off the penalty.
Okay.
So the 2-point conversion, no good. And with 3:36 to go, it is 29-14 now, a 2-point game. And so now we're going to see what is probably going to be an onside kick from Grangeville, as they still need 2 scores. But that quick strike certainly helped them.
And if they do score again, if they miss their extra point, they aren't going to have enough, even if they score for a third. They need to get these next 2 extra point efforts.
Well, before the kickoff, let's go. Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union has been locally owned and operated in the local area for over 70 years. They have a full range of financial products to suit your every banking need. Their goal is to specialize in member services, as they realize that they are in business because of you. Call them today at 208-983-1558 and let them serve you the hometown way. The Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Grangeville Athletics. Go Bulldogs, member NCUA. All right, both teams out for the kickoff. We'll see if Grangeville has a little trick up their sleeve, as everybody is uptight for Declo. The hands team, if you will, on the field for the Hornets. Holes to kick it off.
And a timeout.
And a timeout, as this becomes a really important onside kick for both of these teams. And so with the timeout on the field, we'll visit some more business partners. Cash and Carry Foods in Grangeville has been family owned and operated since 1978. Providing a unique and family-friendly shopping experience. They have a large selection of fresh fruits and vegetables, including locally grown produce when available. Their meats are fresh cut, and special orders are always welcome. Cash and Carry Foods also has the best deli, bakery, and frozen food section around. Come in and see for yourself at 222 East Main Street in Grangeville, and check out their weekly ad at cashcarryfoods.com. And ATC Communications in Declo is a family-owned internet and phone company that has served Idaho communities for over 90 years. They are proud supporters of their local schools and want to wish the Declo boys good luck at state. And AMI Supply provides agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today or visit them in Burley. All right, here we go. Holes with the onside kick. Here we go. Right side takes a bounce. And coming up to field it for Declo was Thaxton. Boy, that was a tough little play, as Thaxton aggressively moved on the ball and then caught it against his chest in the middle of a bounce and was able to handle it perfectly.
That was dangerous, as I've seen a lot of those types of bounces bounce off of the chest pad, and the defense at that point ends up getting it once again.
3:34 to go. Declo has the football now at midfield after recovering the onside kick. Snedeker. Legs are churning inside the 45.
And right here, you see Grangeville trying to keep them almost standing, trying to rip that ball out because they need a turnover.
That is the only option that Grangeville has right now, is to stand it up and strip it. Second down and 3. Gerard waiting until the back judge throws the count on. And there it is. Now Gerard will snap the football. Handoff. Coyle. Coyle, big hole up the middle. First down to the 36-yard line. And the clock stops to move the chains with 2:43 to go. And now the clock starts again. Line of scrimmage, the 36-yard line of Grangeville. Declo trying to close this one out. But it hasn't been easy.
Grangeville fighting with everything they have left. And as you can tell, they're going with a full blitz right here as everyone's leaned up on the line.
Handoff Brackenberry over that right side, picks up about 3. And Grangeville looks like they're going to call a timeout. And they do. Clock stops, 2:10 to go. And we'll say hello to Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply in Burley. Are you looking for parts for your machinery or farm equipment in the Magic Valley? If so, your search will lead you to Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply in Burley. A knowledgeable staff with over 20 years of experience, they will help you find exactly what you need, with parts always in stock and delivery or pickup options available. Stop in and visit Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply today at 1407 East Main Street or call 208-678-9398. Best of luck to the Declo boys. And Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More has one of the largest selections of furniture and floor coverings in the Magic Valley, always in stock and ready for same-day delivery. Whether you're decorating your new home, updating your current home, or shopping for that special someone, Lee's is the place to shop for all of your flooring and furniture needs. Visit their store at 459 Overland in Burley for the Harvest Sale going on right now. That's 40% off all furniture and mattresses. Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More is a proud supporter of all local athletes.
This is your jam, Scott.
Whew, yes, it is.
All right, you don't need to dance. I'm scarred enough seeing my dad do it.
The music moves through me, man. Okay, here we go. 2nd down and 7 for Declo. Just trying to run the clock here. Gerard working out of the gun. Direct snap. Coyle right side. Big hole, Coyle. Coyle in a foot race into the secondary. Breaks a tackle. End zone. Touchdown, Coyle. Penalty flag. Lays at the 40-yard line. Hold the phone. Illegal shift against Declo. Take the touchdown off the board. And we'll come back and do it again.
Here's the thing, though. That is still a few seconds off the clock.
Yeah, if anything else, I mean, it does run a little bit of time. Grangeville just needs to rip that football out of there. I mean, that's the only shot they've got, is they have got to get a turnover and then a quick strike and then recover an onside kick. I mean, the odds of all of that happening are minuscule, but they still exist, you know. You're saying there's a chance. But it's got to start with a turnover.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Here we go, 2nd down and 12 for Declo. Bunch formation. Hand up, Brackenberry just wrapping both arms around that football before him being brought down to the 29-yard line. And a stoppage and another timeout. And that will allow us to step away just one more time, and we'll be back for the finish of this game. 1:55 to go in the 4th. This is IdahoSports.com.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with Poison Ivy. Great photo, though.
That's Poison Ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
1:58 to go, 4th and final period. Declo on top, 29-14. Scott Burton alongside Will Kingsbury, IdahoSports.com. This quarterfinal game has really been all you could ask for between a number 8 and a number 1. As number 8 goes on the road, takes the long bus drive, and gives number 1 all they can handle. 3rd down and 4 for Declo. Just trying to run the clock out. Handoff, Brackenberry. Brought down short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and a yard, and the clock stops again, which I believe is the final timeout for Grangeville, if I'm not mistaken. 1:50 on the clock. And it will be 4th and 1 for Declo, and a first down here will all but end it.
That
as
is
they
a
can
short
take a knee.
one.
And Grangeville, if they want their season to continue, they have got to come up with some magic on this 4th down. Well, many thanks to all of our business partners who have jumped on board for this quarterfinal ball game, including P1FCU, Les Schwab in Grangeville, Syringa Hospitals and Clinics in Grangeville, Advanced Welding and Steel, Grangeville, Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union, Grangeville, Cash and Carry Foods in Grangeville. And out of Declo, we've got ATC Communications, AMI Supply, Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply in Burley, and Lee's Furniture Floors and more. Much appreciate your business relationships with IdahoSports.com. Okay, here we go. 4th down and a yard. Declo with a first down here can start taking a knee. Grangeville, to keep their season alive, needs a stop, and they're going to get it via penalty. Jumping off sides is Grangeville. Hard count by Gerard, and that is a first down. Oh, boy. Grangeville just saw the whole thing slip away from them on a penalty, and penalties really have plagued the Bulldogs today, mainly on the offensive side of the football. But now with this first down and Grangeville out of timeouts, Declo should be able to start taking some knees here. And Gerard under center. Boy, he's going to throw it up. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown. Well, how about that? Hayden Thaxton. They isolated on the outside, and it was just one-on-one. And Gerard just threw it up. Thaxton runs underneath it for a touchdown. And you've got to be scratching your head on that one.
It was a great play call by Declo. I mean, it's 3 points. But yeah, you did not need it.
And so Declo will go for 2 here. Little misdirection. And this is going to be Snedeker in for the 2-point conversion. And it's 37-14 with 1:42 to go.
(37-14), 1:42. It's all but over. Grangeville can have a chance to put some more points on the board, as they will be getting this kick soon. Throughout this game, it has been a defensive battle. Grangeville has had a lot of problems with penalties, as we've said, as they just kept getting offside penalties, and then they would get their operating force between the 30s. Absolutely beautiful. They were moving that ball downfield. They were making catches. They were making plays. Blocking was phenomenal. But then the second that they get past that 30, all of a sudden everything just comes to a standstill.
Yeah, just kind of never could get it going past the red zone. And, you know, they were able to capitalize on a block punt and finally get on the board. And, you know, and they really did give Declo a handful, though. I mean, we said this a few moments ago. The final score is not going to indicate how close this game was and how big of a fight Grangeville gave the number 1 on the road. But, you know, this one is going to go the way of Declo as they kick it off. And this will be on the return. This is going to be Munt. Munt out across the 25, still on his feet, fighting for yardage, gets up to the 28-yard line. So 1:32 left for this offense for Grangeville to take the field one more time and see if they can get something on the board. 37-14 is your score, 1:32 to go.
If they score, they go for an onside kick, go for a quick one, go for an onside kick once again, and then go for another quick one.
And that's what it's going to take in all of 90 seconds.
Crazier things have been done.
But not many. Quick Koa out of the gun. Pitch, a little misdirection, kicks it right back to Munt. Munt will fire it down the field, and it's picked off. Picked up by guess who? Hayden Thaxton. And we've got a flag on the return. We'll see the penalty. It happened on the return. Grangeville tried a little trickeration, a little toss into the backfield to Carter Munt, who stood up and fired it down the field. He was looking for Legaretta, and Declo was not fooled as Thaxton picks it off, and then the penalty will go against Declo on the return. Holding is the call. Declo will have the football, 1:20 to go. As Legaretta limps off the field, he was the one that Munt was trying to get the ball to, and he got hit just as the ball got there. And we hope he's all right. But, boy, this has been a long last 4 or 5 minutes of this ball game with timeouts and possessions and turnovers. And now it looks like victory formation for Declo. Gerard under center, takes the knee, and the clock will start to wind. And Declo will move on to play Melba next week, as Melba knocked off Nampa Christian 37-21. Declo will win here 37-14. And don't forget, coming up after the game will be the IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. And Gerard under center takes a knee, and that should do it, as we are now at 30 seconds. Both teams walking off the field. And in a game where Declo was expected to roll, they didn't until the final couple of minutes. Credit that to a gritty effort by the Grangeville Bulldogs, traveling all the way from the Camas Prairie to Declo, Idaho, to face the overall number one, and really for 3.5 quarters gave Declo everything they could handle, but the effort is going to fall just a little bit short. Declo moves on, and the season for Grangeville is over. Well, the clock has struck zeros here at Declo. We are going to step away, and we will be right back with the IdahoSports.com postgame and the Idaho Office Highway Safety player of the game right after this.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
You're welcome. These are hot chocolate milk. You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold, wish I could see it from the stars.
Those are bagels with cream cheese. Can I get you anything else?
Good to
go. Okay, great. Try it.
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.
Back here at Declo High School, the postgame show on IdahoSports.com. Scott Burton alongside Will Kingsbury. And Will, boy, this was quite a discussion when we had to figure out our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. And really, this could have gone to a number of different people. I mean, there were some standout performances. You know, Will Gerard had a fantastic game. Brackenberry had a good game. Snedeker had a good game. Rasmussen had a good game. All those guys were candidates. We went a little different direction. We went with a guy who did score a touchdown, but he also had 2 crucial interceptions in that fourth quarter to thwart any Grangeville comeback. And we're going to give it to number 2, Hayden Thaxton, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Congratulations to Hayden Thaxton and to the Declo Hornets, who will play Melba next weekend in the state semifinal. And Declo is the number 1 seed, and what they will do to determine where that is going to be played is they're going to look at the weather, for starters, and find out what the best venue is going to be. If it's going to be a day like this, you can bet we're going to be right back here at Declo playing that state semifinal. But those decisions will happen a little bit later in the week. Meanwhile, the other state semifinal is going to be North Fremont and West Side. North Fremont, the higher seed there. Chances are that is going to be played at Holt Arena in Pocatello. But again, we will wait a few days to get all of these locations in the 2A state football bracket. But the brackets are set, and Declo is part of it. Congratulations. Well, today's player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game. Whether you're on the field or the road, be in the moment and free from distractions. And this has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department and Ideal, Idaho's college savings program. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valley-Wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Your Health Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. And the broadcast was also made possible by our fantastic business partners that joined us today out of Grangeville, P1FCU, Les Schwab out of Grangeville, Syringa Hospital and Clinics, Advanced Welding and Steel, Cottonwood Community Federal Credit Union, and Cash and Carry Foods. Out of Declo, we've got ATC Communications, AMI Supply, Kelly's Bearing and Steel Supply in Burley, and Lee's Furniture, Floors, and more. And special thanks to Athletic Director Jennifer Murdoch and everyone here at Declo High School for their hospitality and help in getting this game broadcast to you. And congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. That is going to be Hayden Thaxton. Congratulations. And thanks again for joining us as the Declo Hornets beat the Grangeville Bulldogs by a final score of 37-14. So for my broadcast partner, Will the Thrill Kingsbury, and everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, my name is Scott Burton. Thanks for joining us, and so long, everybody.